Ernest Mignoli, born in Long Branch.
Mr. Mignoli, can you raise...
Ernest Mignoli, born in Long Branch, homeowner in Asbury Park now, but I'm always in both cities. I'd like to start by saying, when you hear people come here and we talk about our experiences and our fears, and we make references to things you wouldn't expect, like police, firemen, city officials. I don't know if everyone's aware, but on the 3rd of September, earlier this month, I was the victim of the 2 police that were arrested. They came to my hotel, and they came to my home, and with knives, they bashed windows, knifed my tires. They're constantly threatening me. Right? Now, they're arrested. The prosecutor caught them and arrested them. Right? Now they're facing 26 years in prison. Now, I just met in the back the Middlesex prosecutor. Isn't that interesting? And you know what I said to him? Long Branch gave to Monmouth, county prosecutor to Middlesex, the prosecution of Jake Pascucci. Right? He went to Middlesex, he was found guilty. 364 days in jail, forfeit his license. He hasn't been to jail, and he hasn't lost his license. So I asked him, can you comment on that? And he looked down and he saw my press pass, and he said, no comment. You know why he said no comment? Pascucci hasn't gone to jail yet. He's actually in partners with the other disgraced officer, Joyce Jr., driving his landscaping truck around. I mean, it's a disgrace. He wasn't even fired after he killed the state troopers on. And he pleaded guilty, and he still hasn't gone to another. Middlesex gave him a deal, 364 days in jail. Do you know why? Because 365, which is far short of what he should have gotten. 364, you go to Middlesex County Jail. 365, you go to state prison. You look at cases across New Jersey, hundreds of them. I can't find anyone with less than 5 years, between 5 and 15 for what he did. And that's why the Middlesex prosecutor would say to me, well, let me just blame it on his press pass. Because I said, I didn't approach him as press. I said, I live here. Right? I said, I'm a resident of Monmouth County. I was born here. You know my spiel. And he just said, he looked down. I guess this was his excuse. Press, no comment. Yeah? I want to know, why not? Why? We trace back. Huh? Chief Roebuck worked for Pascucci's father. Pascucci was brought over from Oceanport, I believe. Right? Brought over by who? I believe Roebuck, their friends, etc. Some of this has to be qualified, but one thing you know, how much time do we have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. One thing's for sure. When you're talking Asbury and Long Branch, I'm born in 1948. I have seen every corrupt, malicious, mean, evil thing that goes on in these cities. And I'm talking crime, corruption, and nepotism by teachers, by priests, by mayors, by police chiefs, by you name it, firemen, everybody. Sit there. And you know what? There's no one in this room can deny the state statistics. If you Google 30 most dangerous places in New Jersey, it's still Asbury number 2, Neptune number 15, and Long Branch number 25. There's 565 municipalities, and this city is 25th? That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. And it hasn't gotten better under this team. It's the same. You can move within your little space. That doesn't mean much. It's when you move up a spot, safer, safer, safer. This city could be 350th with the right team. The crime here in Long Branch, and then you have the collusion between the police and the firemen. And you know what? These officers are sons of firemen. They're possible son of a retired prosecutor. You know what? You got state-of-the-art lawyers here in the city, in both cities. Well, not in Asbury. We have Ansel Grimstow. So let's not say state-of-the-art, but at least Mr. Renault, come on. Let's go back and start to go after them for all the things they've done. You can't just say, well, let's go forward. You know, even Pier Village, that whole thing, house for house, was not legit. But the master of deceit, James Aaron, who now is off doing his thing, destroying Asbury, using this as a model, and no one stops them. They're going to hire in Asbury The lady from Homedale who was forced out under investigation. They're giving her a contract tonight in Asbury. Donna Vieira from Homedale. Is that my time up?
Thank you, sir.
It is up? Thank you.